Cooking with the vegan zombie.
What's up, survivors? Looks like we made it another week. Tonight, we're gonna make a really easy recipe of veggie broth. I promised you guys a veggie broth recipe months ago, and we're just now getting to it. Let's just put it this way. Fighting zombies is not easy business. So, what do we need for this veggie broth? It's really easy. I got 2 large onions, which is about 4 cups. I got 2 cups of chopped carrots, 2 cups of chopped celery. Make sure you rinse your celery because if you get any sand in there, you will die. We got a bunch of parsley right here. I already cleaned it, it's ready to go. 5, 6, 7 cloves of garlic, whatever you want. I like garlic, so I'm gonna use 7, of course. We got here 2 tablespoons of thyme and 5 or 6 bay leaves. We're gonna basically just cook all this stuff up, add water, and strain it out at the end. So, we got some olive oil. We're gonna put about 3 tablespoons in the bottom. We're gonna keep it at a medium heat while we're sizzling everything. We'll end up turning it up to a boil once we get the water in there. First thing we're gonna add are the onions. Make sure you don't have any skins on the onions because if you get skins in there, it's going to taste very bitter and you will die. When the onions are in there, you can crank the heat up a little bit more too. You're gonna wanna get a little color on these, so let them cook for about 5 minutes before you add anything else. All right, our onions are ready. We're gonna dump in our carrots and celery, our parsley, our herbs, and our garlic. But before I put the garlic in, I gotta smash it. I smash it with my bare hands. Let these guys all cook together for another 5 minutes. Once the onions have a little bit of color on them, it's safe to start adding water. Actually, we have a huge filtration system down in our basement because once the apocalypse hit, there's no telling what's in that water system. We put 24 cups. Okay, it's boiling. So we're gonna turn it down to medium heat. We're gonna cover it up. And we're gonna wait for an hour to an hour and a half. Probably an hour is fine, but if it's a lazy Sunday, there's no zombies running around, throw it on there for another half hour. Make sure it's covered, it's gonna all evaporate and you're not gonna have anything. Smells good. All we have to do now is cool it down. How are we gonna do that? Well, here I have a sink, I have some ice, and I have some water. I'm gonna sit that in there, we're just gonna stir it. This is it's called an ice bath. It's the quickest way to cool something down that's very hot that you need cool immediately. I like to do this because I can work with pressing it at a cooler temperature without boiling my hands off. But also, it's important to get this down because from 40 degrees to 170 degrees Fahrenheit, that is known as the danger zone, where bacteria likes to thrive. Bacteria that causes the zombie virus. FYI. So, all right, gang, we're just about done. All we have to do is strain it. That's real easy. You got your cheesecloth made with cloth, not cheese. And a colander, and another big pot like this. All you gotta do is dump this guy in. Now, to avoid making a sloppy mess, I'm just gonna spoon the rest of the junk in there because we want to squeeze all the water out of it. Boop. I got myself some full cheesecloth, so what we'll do is we'll pull this up, squeeze out as much of that liquid as you can. Once it's dry, we're gonna put the pulp in here. If you have a garden at home, dump it out in the garden for some awesome compost. Maybe you'll feed a deer or 2, I don't know. Now, you got yourself some good old-fashioned homemade veggie broth. Put it in your rice, make gravy with it, all that fun stuff. Or, say you got some zombies that are knocking your door down, and they're gonna come and get you. Just grab 2 cups of this, throw it in their faces, and run away. That'll buy some time for you. Zombies hate veggies. Well, that's our take on veggie broth. It's a huge staple in our diet. We use it all the time, so I like to make big batches of it and keep it in the freezer for when I need it the most. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page, or friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or go to TheVeganZombie.com. And until next time, you're cooking with the Vegan Zombie. All we need are 2 large onions.